Hey, what's up guys? DBZI #1 here, and today, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen, I'm here with another episode of Who Would Win? I suggested, now I left this, now I made a list on Google Plus about 4 or 3 days ago, or maybe about a week ago now, but yeah, and the winner was Staz versus Alucard. Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one, and I'm doing this video to celebrate hitting over 300 subscribers. Holy shit, I'm still thrilled for that. This is 2 or 3 videos that not 2 or 3, sorry. 1 or 3 videos that I'm making to celebrate. I've already made the first one of 3. This is the second one of 3 videos I'm making. Keep an eye out for the third one. You might like it. Anyway, let's get on with another Who Would Win? So today's candidates are Staz Cherry Blood from the Bloodlines series, and the other candidate is Alucard Helsing from the Helsing Ultimate series. Now I wanted to do about between these guys ever since I started watching Bloodlines, and as you guys might have known, I've watched Helsing Ultimate way before Bloodlines, and Bloodlines is an amazing anime. So I thought I'd pin the greatest vampire from the anime of Bloodlines, and the greatest vampire out of Helsing Ultimate, Alucard. So here we go. Let's get on with the stats. Let's see how I don't know much about their origins. I'm just gonna go straight into the stats of them. Alright, so first and foremost, we have to discuss their stats. See how they're anime characters, and we have to know what their abilities are. It comes down to these few categories: strength, speed, techniques, martial arts, power, and weapons. And I'm not gonna put miscellaneous. I'm just gonna add that to techniques. So here we go. First off, strength. Now I'm only up to episode 9 of Bloodlines, but as far as I can tell, Staz has the potential to be the strongest character in his anime, thanks to his special ability of being able to make a weird spirit thing come from his energy. He can make like a giant hand, which he can make appear out of absolutely nowhere, either on him or on his enemies. And that arm, and I don't know how strong that arm is, but it was strong enough to crush an enemy that he faced to almost paste. The only thing that survived was his head. Yuck. I don't know how strong Staz is normally, but before he got his powers, he fought against Wolfie. I think that's his name, but I don't remember his proper name. He fought against a guy who can turn into a werewolf, who is in terms physically stronger than Staz, because he's more of a close range fighter. Staz is more of a long range or mid range fighter. He was doing pretty good with him in the terms of the fight, because they were doing boxing. But if it wasn't for Staz using a ability where he can bite into someone and make his fangs stay on their neck and suck up their energy so he can heal himself afterwards, he would literally not have won the fight in terms of strength. I don't know how strong he became after he got his powers, but I feel like he might just be stronger than the wolf guy. whose name I still cannot remember for the life of me. But, so that's Staz. Now for Alucard. Alucard's strength is literally insane. Not only is he strong enough to bite into someone's neck and rip their head off by literally just moving his head. All he does is bite their neck, move his head, and the head comes clean off. And with the size of teeth he has, I'm not flipping surprised. He can literally go from normal looking vampire teeth to freaking Baraka from Mortal Kombat. Ugh. Now that's what I call a strong head. But I know what you're thinking, but what's his physical strength? Well, Alucard is really strong. He's strong enough to pierce another vampire with a long gun, which doesn't sound very possible in real life things. Sure, people have stabbed people with parts of a gun before, but not with the whole goddamn thing. It's actually quite hard to determine how physically strong Alucard is. In base form, he's maybe about the strength of the world's strongest man, but when he's transformed, oh my god, his strength goes absolutely insane. He can rip off limbs with his weird spiritual meshy form, and easily tear a man or vampire apart, no problem. So yeah, this is actually quite hard. In terms of physical strength, I might just give the edge to Alucard, as Staz is not much of a one-on-one fighter. He doesn't stay literally up close to his enemies all the time. Even though he's not too bad at doing it, he's more of a mid-range, long-range fighter. While Alucard is a long-range, mid-range, and close-range fighter. He doesn't matter where you put him, he can fight anyone. So in terms of strength, Alucard takes the cake. Now in speed, this is actually quite hard. Now normally, Alucard's fast enough to dodge automatic fire if he tried hard enough, which is actually really darn impressive. He's also fast enough to catch a energy-guided bullet with his teeth. Sure, the bullet was aiming right for him anyway, but still, he literally moved his head down he moved his head either down or to the side just to grab a bullet which was covered in energy. Yeesh. Now that is some insane speed. Staz is pretty fast himself. He's not the fastest fighter per se, but he can move pretty darn fast. I don't know how fast he truly is, as most of the time he never has to dodge his opponent's attacks, as thanks to his vampire healing, he can, well, heal himself. And, well, that's it. He doesn't really have to do anything. He can literally just take as many hits as he wants and still fight. Even though there is a limit to how much he can take, I don't know how fast Staz truly is. That's the only problem. I need to continue watching Bloodlads online now, as there's no more blinking episodes on Netflix. But anywho, so as I don't know Staz's proper speed, it's not really a fair assumption. I mean, I could say Alucard's much faster, but it's not really fair, seeing how I don't know Staz's true speed. So let's say, but then again, But then again, there is a way to... Then again, he could be fast, but he's extremely cocky. So maybe that's the reason why he's not as fast as I think he would be. Or I have no reason to believe that there is a measurement of speed that he's ever done. So, yeah, I don't know much about his speed. It's kind of hard to judge. And I don't know, I feel like it's an unfair advantage to Alucard. So let's say for the moment speed is irrelevant. Now we go on to techniques. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. Staz has many techniques. He can buy into someone and lose his fangs and steal off their energy while they're fighting him. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's called Vampire Leech. He also has the ability to make a spirit come out of his body and turn it into a gigantic hand, which he can use to crush his enemies, punch his enemies, or just generally hurt his enemies. He also has this one ability where I don't know how he does it, but if he finds your heart and he makes the motion as if he's holding the heart in his hand and then clenches his hand, he can literally make your heart be crushed on the inside. Yay! That is an incredible ability. Talk about playing with your heartstrings. Yeah. But joking aside, there's many other abilities. Now, even though he never actually pulled it off, I have reason to believe that Staz can actually do the Kamehameha, or the Kamehameha wave, from Dragon Ball Z. Because think about it, how would he be able to make the energy ball if he wasn't able to fire it? That's like Vegeta making the Kamehameha ball, but not being able to make the blast. That would literally make no damn sense. If you can do the ball, you can do the wave. So yeah, I have also reason to believe that Staz could possibly do the Kamehameha wave. And yes, I say it as Kamehameha, or Kamehameha, as it would be properly pronounced. If you don't like it, then sue me. But anywho, there's many things that Staz can do which I can't seem to label very well. But for Alucard, oh, actually wait, there's one more thing that I don't know if it's a technique or an ability, but abilities kind of come under techniques anyway. Staz can also take bullet shots, stab wounds, punches, of almost any sort, and almost pretty much anything. While there is a limit to how much he can take quite a lot, surprisingly. Then again, he is a vampire. So yeah, that's about it. Now for Alucard. Let's see. Alucard's abilities are as such. Well, techniques and abilities are as such. Alucard can oh shit. I don't know why, but this is slightly hard. Alucard is able to shoot anyone and almost never miss. He's able to point his finger and glow his eyes and literally hypnotize someone and make him do whatever he says. He also has the ability to regenerate his body. Lose a limb, boop, it's back. Lose a head, boop, it's back. Lose his whole body, be nothing but blood, boop, I'm back. Literally, he can regenerate from absolutely anything. There is nothing he cannot come back from. Uh, he's able to survive holy weapons, energy weapons, and much more. He's able to take regular bullets, machine gun bullets, even a freaking rocket launcher. There's almost nothing that Alucard cannot survive. And like any other normal vampire, if he bites someone who's, I don't know, who wants to be a vampire, he can turn him into a vampire. Also, he can gain all of his energy back just from a bit of someone's blood. A little sliver of it, boom, he's got his energy back. But drink a lot of it, oh boy. Just wait and see. Also, Alucard is so powerful that he literally has level restraints. Go beyond level restraint 1, he can turn his body into literally anything. A dog, a bird, a whole mushy fucking mess that looks like something straight out of Freddy Krueger's nightmares. And much more. Hell, I bet if he wanted, he could disguise himself as other people. And even though there's almost no proof of it so far, but I think Alucard is able to survive in sunlight. Oh yeah, that's another ability of Staz. Now everyone knows vampires can't handle sunlight, but apparently these two can. No matter how much sunlight they're in, none of them seem to be bothered. Oh boy, this is actually pretty darn tough. Not only am I saying the stats, I'm trying to see who has the better one. But that's about it really, as far as I can think of. And I don't know how many level restraints Alucard has. I reckon he has maybe at least 3. Because the level 1 restraint, oh shit, is he literally a monster there. So, oh boy, this is tough. While they both have a very powerful transformation, Staz is almost literally outmatched. While his transformation / power-up is extremely powerful and gives him a lot of abilities, Alucard's first level restraint makes him a literal monster, so he could be whoever he wants. And even if Staz did manage to find Alucard's heart and crush it, that wouldn't do much to him. Because in regular law of vampires, you're supposed to drive a stake through the heart, not crush it with your bare hands. And he's been shot in the heart and turned into literal mush. So even if Staz was to use that whole crush heart thing, Alucard would just probably regenerate his heart and be slightly pissed off. Even if Staz was to use that giant hand, Alucard can literally become anything in his first level restraint. Not only that, Alucard has a better healing factor than Staz does. While Staz can survive what I would assume is powerful bullet shots, stab wounds, and more. I don't think Staz has ever regrown a limb. And while he is extremely durable and literally never gives up, no matter how weak he is or how outmatched he is, Alucard just seems to never die. And Alucard said, only a true vampire or a true human can kill me. As Staz is nowhere near the words true vampire. Even if Staz was to get lucky and hurt Alucard a lot, his healing factor is just so insane, and his first transformation is just beyond anything Staz can handle. So in terms of techniques, Alucard takes the cake. Again. This seems very one-sided, doesn't it? Now we move on to martial arts. This is actually quite hard. While Staz is a pretty good boxer, as he demonstrated with Wolfie, I need to really actually learn his real name. And he knows a few other moves such as kicks and elbows and a few other things. Staz is not one for up close martial arts. As I said, he's a long range or mid range fighter. But Alucard is all the range. Get it? Alucard can shoot, attack from afar, from middle, and literally at front. While we never see Alucard display many martial arts in the anime, he's able to fight in almost any way. Even though we mostly see him punch his opponents, and I don't know, that's what he mostly does. Punch or bite his opponents. I believe Alucard is able to kick his opponents, it's just that he doesn't do it very often. Now, even though Alucard is more of a close range fighter and can almost fight anyone, it seems that Staz knows a few more moves than Alucard. Now, while Alucard is a multi-range fighter, Staz knows more fighting moves than Alucard. So, yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Staz just manages to win in martial arts. Alright, and we come to the final one. Power. Now, I don't know what the technical name is, but for the sake of it, I'm going to call it true vampire power or vampirial power. Staz seems to have some kind of weird spiritual energy power thanks to his brother unlocking his heart. Alucard seems to have some kind of weird demonic power thanks to the fact that he's a real fucking vampire. Helsing Ultimate, you make me laugh. Oh, and there's another ability I forgot Alucard can do. He's not tricked by illusions. No matter what someone does, he cannot be tricked by illusions. Now, I doubt Staz can make illusions, but if he was to find a way, it wouldn't affect Alucard in the slightest. But seeing though I don't know whose power is better, while Staz's energy is powerful and can turn into a giant hand, thanks to Alucard's demonic power, he can literally turn into anything he wants. Dog, bird, human, mushy demon shit, and much more. Seriously, there's nothing that Alucard cannot become. So, even though Staz has kind of like Naruto style power, Alucard's demonic power gives him a multi-range of choice. So in terms of power, Alucard is the winner again. And I think I just remembered how to compare these two guys' speed, because we need to come back to this anyway. We need to decide who is faster, because otherwise there's an unknown factor that could come back to bite me in my ass. But anyway, Staz is not only able to run up buildings, he's able to run and jump really far across buildings. There's almost no way he can't run, but but he almost never needs to. While Alucard can run up a building fucking forwards or backwards, we never see him leap across buildings like a freaking maniac from Assassin's Creed or something. While Alucard can run pretty fast and by dodging automatic fire, and that is pretty impressive, Staz can leap across buildings in mere seconds. And even if we were to take into account the fact that Alucard has guns and they're automatic fire pistols, it wouldn't do much to Staz anyway. Even if Staz was to be cocky, the bullets might hurt him a bit, but it won't kill him, even if they are holy bullets. But then again, I don't know if being able to jump across from one building gap to another in mere seconds is anything compared to a machine gun, or even automatic fire pistols. So this is actually quite hard to judge who's faster. Okay, let's do some math here. Say Staz was on a 5-story building and he was jumping to another 5-story building. Not only would he have to jump high enough to stay on the same level, he would also have to run fast enough to be able to jump across. And let's say the gap was 30 feet. Now I don't know how much speed Staz would have to gain up, but the furthest a human's ever jumped in a single jump is about 15 meters. So let's get out our calculator, shall we? And let's convert meters into feet. You heard me? Convert meters into feet. So if the average human can jump 15 meters in one bound, that is 49 feet. Holy shit, that's actually goddamn impressive. That's 15 1 meter rulers, and they're pretty darn long. So I said the gap could be was about 30 feet across. That would mean Staz can easily is easily able to jump between 15 and 14 meters like an Olympic athlete. Now the average pistol bullet travels 750 miles per hour. That is literally an insane amount of speed. And I don't know how fast a machine gun bullet goes, but if I was to say, if a 9mm pistol bullets can go that fast from one shot, that's literally multiple of those bullets going at the same speed at one person. So okay, in terms of speed, thanks to his speed, Staz can jump further than Alucard probably could, but Alucard's faster at dodging bullets. See, while Staz is really cocky, we don't know how fast he can actually dodge bullets. You know, he's dodged a couple of bullets from his friend before. Those are the times where he's actually tried to be serious or just didn't want to get shot again. But see, while Alucard almost never tries to get shot unless he's confident he can survive it afterwards. This is literally one-sided again. Sure, Staz can maybe jump farther than Alucard, but Alucard can turn into a bird thanks to his first level restraint, which not only makes him faster than his base form, it also makes him a lot stronger. And if he can turn into a bird, then that means he can literally fly. So yeah, sorry to say, Staz, even though you jump far and have pretty good decent speed, Alucard's speed is just too much. Even if you were to go transformation to transformation, Alucard still takes the cake again. So yeah, the only thing Staz does good is fighting, but in terms of everything else, Alucard is the overlord here. I wouldn't be surprised if Staz Cherryblood, who's almost a regular, let's say, class 1 vampire, versus literally the very first vampire ever, Alucard. Because Alucard backwards is literally Dracula. Alucard is Dracula, the first vampire. So what happens if you pin a new age weaker vampire against the original one? the original's gonna have some fresh vampire dinner. So I'm sorry, Staz, no matter how strong and powerful you are in Bloodlines so far, Alucard just takes the cake. In every other category, you may be a better fighter, but Alucard has everything else. Oh, he takes the cake in every other category. And seeing how Staz never has a weapon, Alucard took the cake in weapons anyway, because he carries two automatic fire pistols with bullets blessed by the Pope himself. I think it was either the Pope or just someone of the Royal Church. So yeah, that's literally something. So if it was to come to a fight, Staz may do good in terms of hand-to-hand combat somehow. Alucard would just do so much better in terms of everything else. And even though great fighters have won fights against people who have been stronger or faster, but Alucard is stronger, faster, has better and more techniques, and is just downright unbeatable. And Alucard has come across people who are better fighters than him anyway, and has still won the fight. So yeah, I'm sorry. Until I see more of Staz and see how powerful he really gets. Even if Staz was to manage to get one lucky Kamehameha wave on Alucard, Alucard has been decapitated. He had his body turned to mush, and his head, and literally nothing left. And he came back from literally a few specks of blood. Oh my fucking god. And Staz somehow gets hurt after about 20 to 25 bullets. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna say here. Who is the real vampire king? Alucard. So the winner, ladies and gentlemen, of this Who Would Win is Alucard Hellsing from Hellsing Ultimate. Well, there we go, guys. That was a really interesting video. I really wish Staz had more abilities, but I've watched the entire anime, and comparing them to Alucard, Alucard just has the edge in everything. Then again, it's as Hellsing Abridged, Alucard always says, "I'm a real fucking vampire." Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you for over 300 subscribers, and And don't you worry, the third and final video will be coming out today. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment on what you would like me to see me do next. Also leave a comment for the next person you would like me to do on my Who Would Win series. Literally almost anyone. Only exceptions, no characters from One Piece. I might consider doing Monkey D. Luffy or Zoro, but that's about it. I'm not doing anyone else. And unless you have a good reason behind why you want the One Piece character to fight another character, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, I just do not like One Piece. But will I do characters from One Punch Man? Only problem, I only know of Saitama. I don't know anything else about, well, anyone else. So I'm sorry. I know that's not much, but still, it's something. But almost literally anyone else, I will do. And this is technically my second anime versus anime character. And this is actually pretty darn cool. And it was actually really cool to do. Follow me. Make sure you also follow me on Google Plus and subscribe to join the Hedgehog Army /Nation today. And I'll see you guys in the next video or whatever I make. Stay awesome. And as always, a Dragon Fist. Hiya!